time itself is a silent song.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It doesn't matter when you watch, as long as you enjoying the content and the creator. Well, guys, today we're gonna do the continuance of the story of Genshin Impact. Hopefully, we can finish the story before 3:30. So it's like a challenge. I'll see if we can do it in that 1 hour. If not, well, I have to end the stream and go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow. So, where the heck were we? Oh, not crying. Here and upstairs. Alright. I totally forgot this is not Wuwa. In Wuwa, I would have climbed that thing in a jiffy. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you get adjusted to the good parkour. Anyway, let's see. That's a shot fired towards Honkai Star. I mean, Hoyoverse. Hey, let's listen to the story. Where is it? Oh, wait.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsliff get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rarir's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsliff already. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rarir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room but not joining the ceremony.
can do is cross our fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarier's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top-secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this. Tucked inside a folder. The title reads, Dear Breakfast Shop Owner. It's a list of names. But at this stage, I have no idea who any of them even are.
Alright, so this is supposed to be like Nefer story, but it's more like Conria story.
Wonder what kind of encryption technique this is. Seems like it has to be inserted into that camouflage device nearby. Aha! It's an audio recording.
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. No, I'm not being paranoid. It's true. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back, but that was on another street, not near my house. I swear, I know what I saw.
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the run for their residence has concluded. We apprehended the target and filed the mission report last night. Could the voice in the recording belong to one of Rare's targets? Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files, packed with the personal details of individual Conrians. The Crimson Moon dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since Rerir worked as a secret agent during the latter, it stands to reason that he was tasked with purging remnants of the old dynasty. Yep, lines up exactly with what Dainsleif told me. A box containing a ring inlaid with a precious gem. Must be for his girlfriend. He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. What's it got to do with me? Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely even interacted with other Crimson Moon descendants. Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Damn, everybody poses a threat to the dynasty.
Neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many of them really are? Female, 13. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized and... Male. 6. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No!
No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir. and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rehir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rarir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Huh? Was that Rarir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Delhi. Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one even remembers them.
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
Alright, so, the guy was a killer before this? It's crazy.
But surely you
to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Felindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My
Alright, see
family
ya.
are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You call that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?